So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello, students. Good day. Welcome to a new edition of our online class. Today, try to provide answer to the next question that we have been given. And the questions on the assignment on the financial regulatory agencies. Financial regulatory agencies. And number one question, we have two questions. Number one question is that I asked you to write short note on NDIC. NDIC. Now, NDIC is just an acronym for Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation. Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation. That's first. If you want to answer that question, first of all, write the full meaning of NDIC. After you have done that, tell me, and it is jointly owned by the federal government. This agency is owned by the federal government and the Central Bank of Nigeria. The board is managed by the board of directors. That is the board that manage that agency. And it is shared, the chairman of that board is the governor of Central Bank. And then he has a representative from the Federal Ministry of Finance and Economic Development, FMFED, and managing director and two executive directors of the corporation. From that corporation, the two executive directors from the corporation, they're also part of the board of directors of the agencies of that government. That is the first question. That's how we should answer it. Let's go to the second question. No, sorry. It's also part of the question. Now, after you have done that, the next thing you do is you tell me the mandates, the functions of these agencies of the government. Number one, they provide provision of deposit insurance services for the financial institution. Yes, they provide deposit insurance services for financial institutions. All the financial institutions, they insure their assets against any liquidation, and that's majorly the purpose of that institutions, that agency. Two, they render financial assistance to financial institutions during economic distress. Yes, it has been they have ensured the financial institution rights, and if there is a case of economic distress, that is, there's shortage of funds for that for the financial institutions. It is that agents that will rescue them. They pay them out. Thank you. They pay them out of the economic mess they are. The next one is the guarantee to pay deposit to financial institutions when their operating deposit is threatened. Yes, if they are operating deposits of the bank, financial institutions, the money they use to operate day-to-day activities of the bank is threatened. It's not sufficient. Yes, they will try to pay the deposit to financial institutions to be able to carry on with their transactions. Again, they also help they implement the CBN, that is Central Bank of Nigeria, and FMFED, Federal Ministry of Finance and Economic Development. They help them to implement their policies. The federal government, Central Bank, have the policies to control the commercial banks or financial institutions. This agent also assists the Central Bank to make sure that they implement those monetary policies of the CBN. Now, let's go to the next question. Now, write short note on SEC. That SEC. Now what is SEC? SEC is the acronym of Security and Exchange Commission. The Security and Exchange Commission. That is the acronym for that. SEC is the apex or highest regulatory institution of the Nigeria capital market. We have money market and capital market. The capital market is a market where you can obtain long-time loan to finance a project or do other things. And the agent that regulates that market is SEC, which is Security and Exchange Commission. They regulate that market to have free and fair dealing in that market. And that is that. Let's go to the next. Now, what are the mandates, the functions of this SEC, of the SEC, that is Security and Exchange Commission? Number one, determine when and how much at which quality of a company are to be sold at stock exchange market. Yes, they determine how much you should sell your security, the bonds, your shares, and so on and so forth. Those are the security. How much you're supposed to sell it, and when you should trade that security on a stock exchange market. That's what they determine it. Another one, they register all the security proposed to offer for sale. Anything you want to put for sale on the stock exchange market, they are the one that register the securities before you can be able to sell them or trade them on the floor of stock exchange market. Now, another one is that they maintain orderliness and fair trade of security. Yes, they maintain orderliness. In everything we do, there's need for orderliness. It is this agency of the government that maintain this orderliness in the SEC, in the stock exchange market. And last one, they register all the agents that deal with the selling and buying of security in the country, in the market. The agents that deal with the buy and sell of them, they have a file for them. All their agents, maybe the brokers, the investors, and so on and so forth. All of them, they need to be registered with the SEC before you can operate in the stock exchange market or the capital market. Those are the functions they do. I think you can see that this agency is very important in regulating our capital markets in economy. Inshallah, this is where we stop today. Those are the 2 assignments I gave you. Inshallah, the next class, we try to move on with the next assignment to provide solution today. Thank you very much. I wish you best of luck. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik.